Okay, we are back with the Stanley Parable. I'm about to enter the current time. It is... Hello? Yeah? Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the time you're setting is correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Who was saying that? Because I know it wasn't the narrator. Maybe it was. Okay, we are back. Oh, I got an achievement called Welcome Back. Well, we're back in the office. I'm Stanley, kind of, and I still hate Mondays.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We are not going to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he did not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love the blue room.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Beautiful. Blue couches are cool. I like colored furniture.
But eager to get back to business,
Yep, we're going.
Stanley took the first
Speed
open door
running.
on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad
Yep,
at following
I suck.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We're gonna answer the phone. I want to see my wife. Our wife. Mine and Stanley's.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can
It
be
is
difficult,
hard.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
But why me?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Do you care about her?
This is it, Stanley.
Or do you care about
your
your
chance
story?
to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay, that's not usually what happens when I pick up a phone. I'll get flashbanged.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Oh!
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Why is our number the same as our apartment number? I was excited for my wife, who we don't even have an oven.
This is a very sad story about the death of a
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press U on your keyboard. Got it.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh. Please press Q. Okay, sure.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except
Put
that he's
this here.
chosen this life.
Sure, press M.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oof. Please press H to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah. Please press K to spend time with the boys. Sure.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Ooh.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Please press H to prepare dinner.
As
Bet.
he wandered through his fantasy
Okay,
world,
yeah. Things
he
are
began to fill
changing.
it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Please press K to tell your kids a story. I don't do... What kids? There's a mannequin.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
But it's not
Surely
free.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press C to tell your wife you love her. Got it. I
But
love...
there's
Ah!
no answer. How could there possibly be?
Okay.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Yeah? Got it.
I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Uh-huh.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But I have to. There's no other option. I can stay here forever, but we're going to work in the morning.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press Q to question nothing. You got it,
I
boss.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
See?
We're not so different, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll try once more to convey all this to
So
him.
who's in charge of
I'm
you?
compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay, we're out of this room.
All of his co-workers were gone.
No.
What could it mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Screw your meeting room. That... New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. I'm assuming it means new stuff. This is the Ultra Deluxe version. Okay, great. Oh, this is fine. Office? This is like a ride.
Hello,
Oh.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
2013.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Cool. Game.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Weren't we
Oh,
playing
well,
that?
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator.
Ooh.
Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing
yeah.
adventure.
Where's the...
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh,
There you
here we
go.
go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Ooh. Yeah, an elevator
I
ride.
have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Well, I've never played the original game because I was 10 when it came out.
All right. All right,
The
let's
jump
see
circle?
it. The jump circle?
Wow. Content. It's a very specific number. I'm gonna keep 30 just in case. Wow. Thrilling.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's the elevator again.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what
Lots of
passes
ups
for
and
exciting
downs.
new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20
not do
hours of
that.
new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
That's
The
so
Stanley
many.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Oh.
Very good.
Good.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
It's a
This is
chair.
what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find
No.
these people on Twitter
No.
and hold them personally accountable.
Get off
It's my
Twitter,
fault, Stanley.
narrator.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just
No,
reset
God,
the game?
no, please.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together.
I've died like
always.
twice.
What do you say, friend?
Do I have a choice? No, I don't have a choice. Where am I? I hate Mondays. This is just a picture of the office. The hallway I'm supposed to walk down.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
I don't know
I
if I
want to
wanna
show
do
you
that.
something.
We're venting. Make the funny jokes. Why is there a coffee cup in the vent? Ow. Why was he whispering?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Sure.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something
What?
special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Why is there a
Just
cathedral?
our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wow. What?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
Forget.
Stanley Parable was before
Memory,
it was sullied
sweet
with a
memory.
cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally
No, I
launched?
was 10.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
2013. It is a screenshot from Steam. Oh, there's little things. Stanley Parable, first edition. Audience Award. And the British Academy of Film and Television Art. The Last of Us. Postcards. Our First Kiss, My First Card, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. The original remake. Good times. In Loving Memory. Trip down memory lane. $1? Smile. The Stanley Parable alpha test. Oh. Live, Laugh, Love, the Stanley Parable. I wish they did that. It's impossible that you don't play for 5 years. How many? Cool. New video game releasing today. This is not what they publish in the New York Times. Listen, I've never been to New York or read a newspaper. Stanley! Okay. That's a very pointy building. Okay, they're thick flower bushes. This is so pretty. What?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Every
Did you
game
hear that,
ever.
Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now...
Oh, it's just
nothing.
Skyrim again.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
We played
It's
Rocket
just a
League
husk,
and
nothing.
Firewatch.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Elevator. What? Why is there a screenshot of Minecraft? Who built that dirt house? Why is this here? What the f... Maintenance, okay, sure. Okay, let's get up the stairs. Person of the year. Okay. The original remake. Doors. Car. Things. Here's office memory. The end is never. The end is. Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it,
Nice.
Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Here we
It just
are.
needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
The Serious Room 2013. I can't get over there. Okay. What door opened? Oh, was that one? Okay. Move objects, create levels, graphics. Okay, cool.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on.
What about
I
the
don't
bad
recall
reviews?
this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Steam review.
Oh, no. God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh,
I haven't
God.
looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting
It
down here.
festers.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No, probably not. Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
no.
Unfunny!
Oh, God.
Funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I
Unfunny?
could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley
No.
Parable,
No
but the game
gags
is
and
already such
gaffs.
a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh no. Hey, this one's recommended. Oh no.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No,
You can
you're
tell me if
fine.
I'm
No, no,
preachy.
no.
Honestly, you can.
Oh, don't let
Oh,
these
goodness.
guys get to
This is
you.
actually quite
He has the
shocking
word
for me.
nude in his name.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Well,
I feel
memories aren't always good,
like
dude.
a failure.
No.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Well, you can't please everyone. Even if you put your heart into something, someone's gonna find a way to hate on it. This is ominous.
What's this one got to say?
Cookie.
You constantly have to stop doing
Skip
anything
button.
so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was
You
a
almost
skip
played it for
button.
10 hours.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can
go
do
in
that.
there.
If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, we went down and that went up too. Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have
Okay.
delivered. no more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun.
Okay, 5
Back,
minutes.
you see, you were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it,
no, I'm
but
sure
if I
it was
had to
great.
describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Treatise.
Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh, a manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Yeah.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal
I think I'm
and
gonna
yet
need a
timeless
diagram.
thought? Or rather... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a
11
thoughtless
minutes?
display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I don't know.
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Sure.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
That's fine.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review.
Only
so
Cookie
that
9.
the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game.
It's just the best.
Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable
okay.
Ultra? Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Yeah.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, about
It's not
45.
unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of
Yeah,
here?
where's the door?
Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah, that's how rooms
I
work.
do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that.
Yeah,
Do
you
see
need a way
window
to get
anywhere?
in.
A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take
No.
any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
Yes,
I
there
swear
was.
There was. Where did it go?
I can...
Can you
No, that
maybe
wouldn't work.
just ram your way through
No, I was
a
thinking
wall?
that to, like,
Is there
smash
any
this into the
possibility that
wall.
you could, say, slam your body into the
No,
wall
my
until enough
bones are
damage
breakable.
is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm
We need
trying.
a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door
Yeah,
as long as it can open and lead from one room to
That's what
another.
a door is.
I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just
There's a button.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
But how long will you
Got
be
it?
gone?
Yes, good. I'll be right back.
But if I skip, maybe he'll come back quicker? Okay, it's 2 and 3. I'm sorry, narrator. It has to be done.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's
Oh!
been 12 hours.
I was like, it didn't change,
You've
but
just
it
been
went
frozen there.
all
I don't know
around.
why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's
The
no
room
way out of the
change?
room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea
But
what will
that's
happen.
all we
I
can
have
do.
no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
I don't want to,
I
but
can't
it's all
control
we can
anything in this room,
do.
Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
I'm
I've been
sorry.
thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my God, the
Back.
plant.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been
A
a week.
week?
Or 2 weeks. I've
No.
been sitting here all that time, just sitting here,
No,
not a
I'm
single person
sorry.
to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It
'Cause
isn't
I'm
the
not
same
actually
at all. It isn't
there.
even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing
light.
that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed,
producing
Stanley.
light
Not the
here?
outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up.
What's
I'll
that?
give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
I think
One
I'm about to burn
single
your story
thing
to
I
the
need,
ground.
and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Oh.
Maybe I'm
Oh,
not
I've
just a
given him an
fiction.
existential
Was I
crisis.
scared of that all along?
Oh no.
Perhaps, yes.
Go
Perhaps
to
I've been scared this whole
therapy.
time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far
sorry,
away.
there's
And in
nothing
those
else I can
moments,
do
the emptiness
here.
folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality.
They're about to
curdling
decay a
inward
little
in
bit
decay.
more.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've
Oh, this
been
plant
through.
is so
I've
dead.
had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A
Have you
year?
ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
Oh,
me describe it
no,
for you.
please
To
don't.
begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
Oh, the clock's
I
dead.
felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to
Yeah.
subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the
Apathy?
collapse of every moment
Ooh.
I have ever experienced
Ooh, that's
my
not
entire
good.
life. All of them collapsed
Ooh.
down into a single instant. In
Yeah.
that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like
I'm
an
sorry.
eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a
It's
revelation
gonna be a little
for
bit
me.
more,
It
dude.
was
I have to
unlike
press this
anything I
again.
had ever known. It was a space
feel
without
bad cutting him
consequence,
off.
without action or outcome.
I'm sorry.
It was devoid.
Oh. What is that sound? That's dying. Plant dead. This dead. Narrator probably also dead. Okay, the fire alarm's going off. Clock is off the wall. Plant fully dead. I guess those are the only... Okay.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
still
But
talking
where
about
are the jokes? Where are the
Steam
jokes? They
reviews?
bemoaned, they screamed,
Where are
they
the
gnashed their
jokes?
teeth and said, entertain us.
Make
It wasn't
me
enough.
laugh.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Oh
it's the
my God, he's
unwillingness to
ranting.
examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
Yeah. Okay, he's done with his ranting. I hope he's okay. I hear water dripping. I heard it again. The building is falling into disrepair. Okay, well...
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, I've broken him. I've broken him.
End is never the end.
Okay, okay, okay.
Is never the...
Oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, fire alarm's dead, everything's dead, water's filling the building. Oh! Oh my god. Yeah, water damage will do that, I guess. Wind? The plant! Okay. Outside? Oh no. Okay. The clock! All we have left is the fire alarm. Hey, I'm here. This is tragic and beautiful. Fire alarm. Okay, just the end of the world casually. Oh, this is less good. Okay. 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 Oh. Why is everything tilty? The fire alarm. Oh, the end of the world. Everything is sand. Here's your open world game. What? Where am I going? Well, this is not good. Oh. It's just back to the office, I guess. Just another day at work. Just the end of all humanity.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
God.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Skip
Perhaps
button
he
was a
had simply missed a
mistake.
memo.
What other thing? New content.
Oh, good. You
Bet.
noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Thank God, the elevator.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and
Yeah.
about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa!
Yes, you see, isn't this far
Time
superior
to
to a
wake up.
measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully
can't
fledged
do that.
sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many
Showcase
possibilities.
welcome.
It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Taste the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Sure.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising
They're back.
potential.
New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. Boring section of the cool red section of the chart. More TPS, better TPS. I don't know what that means. Win-win. 1-2. The color red. 1-2. Yeah. It's just 2 plants. 2 ferns. 2 of me. Is this Google Slides? Oh, like ideas for... Thanks for attending my meeting. Oh. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Oh, yeah, that's
It'll
how
all
game design
work itself
works.
out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh, yeah. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. I've never played any of these, but I have seen Aladdin 2. I don't think I remember anything from it because it was a sequel. This way to the show floor. That's not concerning. Ooh, new features. Why is there a bus here? Oh. Ooh, he outdid himself.
Here we
Look at
are.
this.
Go on,
Bucket?
try out some of the new features.
Merch. I saw the new content. This t-shirt. I would wear The End Is Never the End Again, and I saw new content too. That QR code probably works, but office decorations, bucket. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Ooh, there we are. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, What do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Not gonna say my
Isn't that
name.
wonderful?
Imagine if your name was Stanley already and you played this game.
Jim.
Jim?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this
Yeah.
button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim
Okay,
to
I'm
really
Jim.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I
Oh, yeah.
promise you'll
You
love
got
it.
it.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Oh yeah, got it.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking
Oh,
as Jim,
yeah.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I don't know if that's part
Do you feel it
necessary.
deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right
yeah.
now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was
True.
you!
That was
The
me,
button described
Jim.
you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were
Yeah.
the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Oh yeah,
Let's
totally.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I'm not gonna press it again. Just remind you of the skip button. It's too fresh. This is a very, very large room. Can I go through this door? Probably not. Yeah, no. That's really bright. This is really, really
I
pretty.
suppose I could
Oh,
allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
oh, it changed. That's Jim. Please, no screenshots. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The new updated ray tracing, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. The baby! Bankruptcy, no! Charlie! The coffee cups that look like they're all blood. Bucket. Ooh, achievements. What is this? Is this me? It's me. Pull the lever, receive the achievement, no more sex. It just works. Get yours now. Okay.
Now, here's something special.
I feel like
You
I'm gonna
remember that
murder.
broken test achievement that got
Ooh.
left in the game on accident?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is
Oh.
still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will
sorry.
be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world
Yeah.
who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers! we hear you,
Gamers!
and I promise it will
Oh,
happen.
I feel like I'm watching an announcement video.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle? I've jumps left.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty
Yeah.
good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
I'll leave 10. Cool. Oh my god. Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah,
Ooh, this is ominous.
collectibles. Now it's a real
Why is
video
it
game.
chanting?
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's
What
truly
the hell
innovative is that there will
is
be
that?
no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want
What?
to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply
What is
collect all of them,
this?
and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What? I hate that. Okay. Oh. Ooh, it's me. Kind of. I'm Stanley. Yeah, screw that room. Ugh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Ooh. Cool. Ooh, infinite hole. It won't end. Why is that a feature? Please no screenshots. 2.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration,
Yeah?
like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
What
Which would you go
12-year-old is
with?
working here? Oh. Happy 12th birthday, Stepney's. Why are you celebrating that at an office?
You know,
We're doing
sometimes
that
when you
one.
solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you
Yeah, pick
actually
the opposite
really
one.
wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Okay. Just someday, not soon. Oh. Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I want to see that infinite hole. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you
Yeah.
can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
I feel like
falling.
that's usually
You
a
can fall
glitch
until
in a
the
video
end
game.
of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I have a fear of falling. So this is gonna suck for me. Oh, I hate it. Oh, no, no, no.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it's
One of
so
my more
fun.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Is it infinite? I want to go until the light disappears.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Is it bottom? Not until the light disappears.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one
Forever.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
Told
well,
you.
good for you.
Wasn't
You
it
found the
infinite?
bottom of the hole. You found me out,
Frickin'
Stanley.
coffee
I'm a
mug,
liar
new
and
mug.
a cheat, and you're so
I'm
clever.
a liar and a
I
cheat.
think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall
I don't. I
infinitely?
wanted to see the
I
light
figured the
disappear.
hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the
Okay,
problem.
okay.
Look, things got a little heated there. I
Stand
think we both
cigarettes
said
down
some
here.
things we didn't mean.
I said
Why don't
nothing.
we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
Sure.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven.
Yeah.
You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Not sure about
A
that one,
normal person
narrator.
would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
That's shorter.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
I want to
Gosh,
see how
how could
shallow
I
it
have guessed?
gets.
You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Does what it wants.
Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
This is what potholes look like.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
Look at me.
Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to
We're
do,
just
and
chilling
hit the
for a bit.
teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral too. Okay. Oh. Oh no.
Is the teleport button not working?
No, it isn't.
You sure?
Yep, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well,
No.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Teleport me out of
I'm
here?
out.
What?
Goodbye,
No.
Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away
What?
from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
It's not.
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally
Literally.
anything else.
What is with
Take
him and
care,
just
Stanley.
abandoning me in
I hope
different
you and the
places?
hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
He's leaving. First the freaking Rocket League, and now this hole? I can't even jump. I have 10 left. No. What was that noise? What's going on? Oh. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is hellish. No, I hate this. Oh, this is simply the worst. Oh, no, no, no. No. Change my perspective. What? Vine boom. Look at him. Bam. Okay. Change my perception. Gee. We're vibing. We're vibing. Dun, dun, dun. This one's less vibey. Oh, no, no. Oh.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
What?
You
Change your reality. What? Oh! Puppies. Oh my god. What is happening? is happening? What? No. Oh, I like that art. Oh. Error.
Oh,
What?
good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Oh my
But we can't
god.
have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
That's
So how
intentional
about if I
sleep
just pop in
deprivation.
from
I'm
time to
pretty
time
sure that's a
and wake you
crime.
up to keep you really, truly focused
No.
on the hole.
No, no.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
No.
I'll
No,
be
no.
back. Toodle pip.
Don't toodle pip me. No. Oh my god. That was a lot of sounds and colors and changing things. Okay, well,
Go on, try out some of the new features.
that's new. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Why is this too different? Oh, he's a little some guy. Okay, bucket time. Do I get a bucket? I'm pretty sure I get a bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it
That's
engendered
in
a
the
chaotic
name.
sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Comfort
As long
bucket.
as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
I want it.
it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that
Yeah.
would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Oh, yeah.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma
Oh,
as
stop
well?
it.
I
Stop
think
it.
that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
You're so kind.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
And we will find out what awaits me and my new friend, the bucket, in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you wanna, and me and this bucket will see you next time. Bye.